Welcome to Google My Business Problems. I am Brooke Borup with My Clone Solution, and today we are going to talk about one of those age-old questions. Should I buy a Mac or should I buy a PC? Like, everybody has their thing, but today we're going to be hearing from Louis Ayoub with Intellitex, and he's going to be talking about why Mac or PC. And then who knows, you may just have a fight at the end. We'll see. Louis, what should we be buying?
So the world is run by Windows, as you know. And the first question you have to answer is, what software do I need to run? And do they make it for either platform or just one? And then if they do make it for both, are there differences between the two? An example is QuickBooks. There's a difference between the installed version of QuickBooks on a Mac versus a PC. Many CPAs and accountants do not like the Mac version, so that would lend them to go out and purchase a PC. But when it comes down to the machine itself, I am actually a Mac person. I got started on the Mac back in the late 80s in the world of graphics. My thoughts are that you have one company making or putting together the hardware and creating the operating system. Therefore, you have a system that's going to work more seamlessly and have fewer problems, where Dell and HP and others are pulling in components from all sorts of places and then getting them to run on an operating system made by another company. Therefore, it's more open to problems and issues. I get very few Mac calls, so that's an indicator that Macs run better and longer. I have Macs that are 12, 13 years old that still run. I don't use them in production, but they tend to last longer. So, if you prefer a Mac and it's more user-friendly and more intuitive, I would say buy a Mac. It's going to last you longer. It may cost you a little more upfront, but you're going to get your money's worth. If you have software that only runs on a PC, you're going to be forced to go buy a PC, and then we just need to figure out which machine is right for you. What about you, Mac or PC?
Okay, so I'm in the graphics world, and I used to be a Mac person. And then when my ginormous Mac decided not to work anymore, because it was really old and could not be updated, so you realize it's like really, really old when it can't update, I had to go to PC because I wasn't financially in a position to get another Mac. With the invent of all of these stuff, the iWatch and the iPhone and the iPad and the everything, I'm a Samsung phone user. So it really, if you don't know how to work your stuff so that it all talks to each other and you get frustrated with it, then it becomes a problem, because I work with people who are people, and I work with people who are not people. And it just seems like people have a really hard time understanding how all of their stuff works together when they're not tech savvy. And that just causes more problems for us.
I would tell you, Apple has kind of gone astray with the stuff. It doesn't fall in line with the Mac as far as being as user-friendly, and they have gotten a little more complicated for the average user. But if you've got that Apple TV and that Apple Watch and the iPad and everything, and then you might as well keep the same ecosystem and stick with Apple. But if you've got a Chromebook and a Google phone and this and that, then it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just more, it's not necessarily user-friendly, because everybody is their own user and different friendliness levels for everyone. But when it comes to getting things to talk and not getting stranded, I feel like you have more options with Mac or with PC, where if you get stranded on Apple, you're just there. and there's nowhere to go except for to the iStore, or and to get your support help where you sit and wait forever. But you're going to get that in both places, right? So it's a thing. So you can choose to be all Mac, Apple related, or you can choose to stick in the PC world. But either way, just know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, get help, because that's what we're here for. Everybody has their superpowers, and tech is Lewis's. So if you need tech help and you are looking to make sure that you have the right equipment for what you are doing, You will see Lewis's information on the next screen. And if you're looking to just get out of overwhelm, my stuff is there too. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to this installment of Google My Business Problems. I am Brooke Borup with My Clone Solution, and we'll see you on the next episode.